Welcome back to the show, everyone. In the last episode, Yuzuki attacked us once more as we tried to walk home from school. But Yuzuki escaped, and it seems like Hikari's blade is just about to connect with Yuzuki before she can make her escape. But something suddenly whips out as if appearing out of nowhere and takes Hikari off of her feet, hoisting her high into the air. A thick, slimy appendage. A tentacle? Hikari drops her sword after being blindsided by the beast and is left wrestling helplessly against the writhing tendrils as they work to ensnare her.
Ah!
Wait a minute, let's whip out Dr. Bad Touch for that line.
Oh no! 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 Funny things, quick!
We'll just turn off the Akamura's mic.
No!
Hikari drops her sword.
No! Shut up! Stop! Please!
You are actually being picked up fully on my microphone.
No!
Okay, no Dr. Bad Touch. Hikari drops her sword after being blindsided by the beast and is left wrestling helplessly against the writhing tentacles as they work to ensnare her. Okay, now that I got that out of my system.
Is it over?
It's over. And now Hikari's line. Enjoy that, everybody. I can't tell if those are your noises or Hikari's noises.
No. No.
Do we need a screen wipe to get you re-prepared?
I need a paper bag.
Okay, I think the Akamura has composed herself after a visit from Dr. Bad Touch, and now it is
why?
Hikari's line.
Wah! Hey, no! Let me go!
I see her hands give off a glow. That's right. If she doesn't have a weapon, she still has her magic. She should be able to make quick work of this thing, sword or not.
Now I'll show you, huh?
Or maybe not. The beast is one step ahead of her and works to bind her hands, leaving her well and truly helpless. Of course. The tentacles oh god, I want to do the voice.
Please
the
don't. Please
the tentacles the tentacles creep in ever closer, oozing a pungent substance that coats a good majority of her.
This is so disgusting. I don't think all the showers in the world are going to be able to get this stuff out of my hair.
She bemoans her disgusting predicament as she thrashes around, ultimately only resulting in the tentacles constricting tighter against her. Okay, so she can't save herself. But her very trusty partner should be able to pierce the tentacles with a well-placed arrow, right? Right?
But bad doggies! Sit! Down! Stay!
Wait, when did they show up? Sayaka is surrounded by a pack of those demonic dogs from before, the ones that nearly took my life. They must have charged in at the same time as the tentacle creature made itself known. Were they summoned by Yuzuki too, I wonder? Wait, can she control them?
Hello? Is anyone gonna actually help here? This isn't as fun as it looks, you know.
Hikari keeps up a brave front, but I can see the tentacles are taking their toll on her.
That's what she said.
This is bad. Both of them are held up by monsters. While Sayaka is handy with the bow, I don't think she's all that good at close-up combat, so she might be in trouble here. And then, Hikari is clearly in need of assistance. The tentacles might completely crush her if nothing is done soon. So with both of them struggling, who's left to help them? Me? But I haven't ever fought anything in my life. I would have been dead long ago if these two hadn't made themselves known in my life. I clench my fist tight and throw a glance between the two girls. They've risked so much to help me before, while I've just stood on the sidelines like some sort of coward. They need my help, but what can I do? I don't have any magic powers. I don't even have super strength. I can't fly. I'm useless. I'm useless! I stomp at the ground, cursing my weak nature. Huh? Something clatters at my foot. Hikari's sword. A sizable amount of steel that almost rivals Hikari herself in height. I crouch down to pick it up. Despite its size, it's surprisingly light. I'm able to take it up with just a single hand. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm even thinking about doing this. I straighten up and tighten my hold on the sword, giving it a test swipe into the air. It slices through without much resistance and gives off a satisfying swish. It'll be just this easy, right? Air is one thing, but to even think about using this on something living, even if they are monsters, I'm just not sure I can follow through with this.
Yeah! Don't touch me! Back! Back! It's crushing me! Someone help!
I can hear cries of distress from both sides. Time is running out. I've made up my mind. I can't save them both at once, though. Who needs help more urgently? Do we have our coin around here?
Yes, let me grab it.
Which means no.
Yes. See, I have it right here.
Oh, okay.
Goofball.
If I was playing this on my own, I would save Sayaka because she's my favorite out of the
Yeah,
crew,
I
but
would
we'll
save...
leave.
I would save Hikari, because then Hikari can take up the sword and save Sayaka.
Good point. But go ahead and do the coin flip. We'll let fate decide this one.
Heads Sayaka, tails Hikari.
Meanwhile, Dr. Bad Touch is sitting on the sidelines,
Tails.
casually tapping his fingers
Tails,
together
it's
as
tails,
he's
it's tails. Don't give him
watching
the
the whole
satisfaction, it's tails.
I think it's clear that the Akamura is the one in danger here, with Dr. Bad Touch standing feet away from her.
Yeah, I'm going to stab him.
But we are going to still save Hikari first. Those tentacles are pretty much squeezing the life out of her. I'm sure Sayaka has been in tougher situations before, so I feel confident in letting her handle those monsters. Hikari, hang on. I break into a sprint and head for the writhing mass of tentacles that have laid their assault on an unfortunate Hikari. Why is it that the lines about tentacles are the ones that I can recite, like, perfectly on the first attempt, and it sounds wonderful coming out of my mouth? Why is it tentacles that do that for me?
I don't know.
It's not the boobs. I get so distracted by the boobs I stumble over the words, but when we're talking about tentacles, my voice is lyrical and angelic. What the fuck?
Well, guys, if you ever wanted someone to podcast your tentacle porn, you found him.
Especially if you want Dr. Bad Touch to help out.
Ugh. Ugh! Stupid thing! If you hadn't caught me off guard, I could have...
She continues to kick and wriggle around in its hold, but if anything, I think she's only making the whole situation worse on herself. I come to a screeching halt as I reach the monster, sword in hand. The tentacles seem like they want nothing to do with me, only focused on continuing their attack on Hikari. Funny that. Okay, this should be easy. It's just like cutting away some weeds, right? Wriggling, slimy weeds, but weeds no less. I steel myself as I pull back the sword. I can't hesitate any longer or it might be too late. One clean swing is all I need to end this. So, here I go. Ah! The sword slices through the tentacles like butter, severing them in two and relinquishing their hold on Hikari.
Ugh!
She lands with a sticky and slimy splash, looking somewhat dazed from the whole experience. Huh. I did it. I actually did something useful. The monster's body slinks into the shadows with a low groan. I guess it can't really do much when the majority of its tentacles are now writhing around on the ground.
Kenta?
Are you alright? Here, let me help you up. I hold my free hand out to her with an exhausted smile.
You don't have to...
She takes a good moment to debate things in her mind, even attempting to push herself up off the ground several times, only to slip right back down into the puddle of whatever the heck that monster oozed. I get the feeling she isn't used to accepting help from people.
Okay, fine.
Aw, blush.
Whatever.
She finally grabs hold of my hand and I hoist her up. Yuck. Her hand is it's more like ugh. Her hand is coated in that foul slime. I hope this stuff washes off. Once back on her feet, she takes a good moment to recompose herself. She tries to keep an air of dignity about herself despite being drenched head to toe in that stuff. She surveys the scene, her eyes moving from the wriggling tentacles cast aside on the ground, before finally settling in on her sword, still held firmly within my grasp. Her mouth open in shock, having finally pieced together what happened.
Was it you who saved me, Kenta?
She's completely taken aback. Is it really that unbelievable that I did something useful for once? Okay, maybe it is. Yeah. I hope you don't mind that I had to borrow this. I can't help but feel embarrassed about this all. I was practically like a hero. It's a bizarre feeling. I hold out the sword toward her, still as lightweight as ever. This thing is amazing. It felt like I was swinging a feather back then.
That's 'cause you were.
Really? Oh yeah, maybe
Yeah.
she was. She takes it after a few attempts of grabbing at air, her eyes still focused intently on me. She is truly shocked here.
That's fine. But how were you able to... Town boy! Get back!
Sayaka's cries of distress cut things short. Whoops. I got so caught up with saving Hikari and the tentacles, which for some reason helped me focus, I had forgotten about Sayaka completely. She's still dancing around, just barely keeping up with the rabid monsters. Hikari sighs and gives her sword a flourish.
Ugh. So I'll have to wait until later.
She dashes toward her partner with a burst of speed and makes short work of the offending creatures, killing them all with one precise slash. Wait, she killed all of them with a single slash? That's amazing. They erupt into smoke, which is whisked away by the night air.
Sheesh, Sayaka. What were you doing playing around with these things? You could have been killed if it weren't for Kenta. I could have been killed, rather. Huh? Kenta?
Finally able to catch her breath, Sayaka gives me a puzzled look as I wander over to them.
Kenta, he saved me. Really? How on earth did he manage that?
She's in as much of a state of disbelief as Hikari was.
I don't know. He just picked up my sword and... Your sword? But how did he... I know! Your guess is as good as mine. Let's both be thankful he could, though, or tonight might have ended up being our last.
I get the feeling I'm missing something really important here. What's so special about me using her sword? I mean, I just picked it up and swung it. And no big deal, right? Hikari suddenly lights up and strikes a pose, blade at the ready.
Oh! That girl. Did she... Yuzuki? Yeah, it looks like she got away while we were fussing over her pals. Damn it! We were so close!
She stomps her foot in frustration, the slime that no doubt oozed between her toes giving off a squelch.
Ew! Ew!
You clearly read the line ahead of me because you were ewing before I realized what you were ewing about.
Ew!
Dr. Bad Touch, meanwhile, really wants to read that line too.
No. Maybe it's for the best. I don't think either of us are in any kind of condition to fight anymore.
Sayaka sighs dramatically and throws her hands up in the air. She's right. I can't imagine how much worse things could have been if that girl still... You're picturing it on your toes, aren't you? The Akamura is making the most disgusted face.
I need to take the most scalding shower. I feel dirty. How about you, Kenta? How are you holding up?
Me? Let's see. I'm drenched in sweat, and my heart is still thumping like crazy from the adrenaline rush. I think I might throw up, and my head feels like it might split open at any moment. I'm okay, actually. Oddly enough, I really do feel fine. Better than fine, in fact. I'm happy I could finally do something, even if it wasn't much, so I'm not as much of a burden for these two.
I think it's safe to say we should call it a night now, huh?
Hikari peers into the darkness, still holding her sword firmly. Ugh, she seems reluctant about giving up the fight so soon.
Come on, Hikari. It's over. We won!
Sayaka slaps a hand down on Hikari's tense shoulder, and she loosens up. Just a little.
I refuse to believe she would just give up so easily. Doesn't make any sense. Didn't you see her? She was really beat up. I think we did more damage to her than she's letting on. I'd be surprised if she even shows up tomorrow night. Maybe.
Hikari finally gives up, her sword fading with a dim light. She reluctantly joins the pair of us, and we begin the journey home once more. And with that, the chaotic night finally comes to an end, as well as the episode. Because that was nice and dramatic. And we got an appearance from Mr. Dr. Bad Touch.
Oh, God.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We will see you tomorrow for another episode.
You know what? I'm going to make you lick my toes clean.
God. Ugh, now I think I am gonna
Feel
throw up.
my pain.